set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, it's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Motioning the tight end now. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Finds a man right side. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw because you're about to get smacked.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Man in motion here. From the 40 on 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They go play action on first. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down. Throwing now, off play action. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it down to a single point. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
That was bullshit, yo. What the fuck?
16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Running back sent in motion left. Again, Daniels to the air. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds his man Chase. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now Daniels to throw. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. 3rd and short, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Has a hole left, room to run. And the Chargers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okey! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okey any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Goal to go, they're passing. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
I almost threw some bullshit, yo. That was bad.
That's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Garindo has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Garindo again.
Let's go.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completes this one to Chase. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 39. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Daniels. Jump off, caught by his back.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the handoff. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Junior Colson bringing it into that play. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Niggas be having me fucked up. Niggas be having me fucked up.
Interception and return. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well. You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a 1st for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. On the move, headed right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now a give to Gurindo, running left. And he rolls through the defense for a touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Isaac Gurindo with the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Daniels. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Texans dealing with 4th and 8. The Texans set to punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air now on 1st and 10. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Garindo running between the tackles. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third and just 2 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't It only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. Chased out to his right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got a man left. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get more points to end a lopsided first half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On first down, here's Daniels. Oh, nice adjustment to bring in that tipped pass. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and long for him here. Gets himself free. Big gain downfield. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across.
It just feels like anytime this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Brought in right side. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Finds his man, Chase. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here. So early movement for the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for second down. Again, Daniels to the air. He's got it near the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Throwing from the gun. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pass play on first and 10. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Back now, pressure on its way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down. Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 17. Looking right, and he finds him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. From the gun, Garindo. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete out to the right. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. To throw, Daniels. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's scooped up by the Chargers! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And it's the dime package on third down by the Texans. Extra DBs on the field. Pass play now. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's fourth down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Oh, nice punt, and the fair catch going to stick them at the 7. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. It's into the hands of White. This gets out past the 20. Ripping off yards past the 40. He's at the 30.
That had to be one of the craziest screenplays I've ever seen before, yeah. That was crazy.
Sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return.
The motherfuckers is out there blocking.
Explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. Cut near the goal line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket,
yeah,
and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
It's a bad play, man. Why is he lined up on that side?
Here's a give, straight up the middle.
That wasn't even in there. That's crazy.
The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold. Could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, they want this nigga to come back bad, bro. They want this nigga to come back bad, bro.
They get the block and return it all the way for 2 points.
Kate, plays like these and moments like these are such a reminder of every last little detail. I know some would call this luck, but I guarantee you they practice. They look at launch angles. They look at vulnerabilities. They look at chances for attack. And when they can get their hands up and block that point after and take it to the house, they will celebrate that one in the film room later.
Ooh, excuse me.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter.
Controller dot, or you lagging?
The 36-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule. Makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 36.
How the yo? That, oh my goodness.
He's able to reach the 40 on that play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down from the red zone. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
It's another interception.
Damn.
And the Chargers take possession on his 13th INT of this season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
Bro, this guy disgusting, bro. Yo, he disgusting. Yo, get him out of here, yo.
Yeah, that was a horrible pass.
Yeah, he horrible, bro. He got a nigga wide open on the right, like I think it's like a wheel route or something. That nigga do it to the middle. Like, what are you looking at? Like, he made my squad look bad, Mo. You hear me? He made them boys look bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He made them boys look bad. Hell no.
It's a good game, fellas. Stop playing the pain. On to the divisional. On to the divisional. What like we about to play? Third seed. King ain't gonna beat the Patriots. So I'm either about to play. I'm gonna fuck around and be playing Jason. Jason in divisional, okay. That ain't horrible. That ain't horrible. We can make it happen. I'm trying to stream